Hi guys, how's it going? I'm making this video as kind of a sort of continuation of my recent video about my weight loss experience. Um, because I'm a person, so uh, though in that video I kind of went over what I did to sort of change my relationship with food. It's by far and away a perfect relationship that I have with food. And I'm making this video to sort of provide the evidence of that. I just got back from a work thing, the work things. They usually happen around Christmas and that kind of time of year, right? Where you have these forced social events where you have to see these people that you work with every day and like socially interact with them. And, you know, the, in the past, I've been to these events. Rarely for my own job, but I've been to a lot of them for my ex-husband's job, while we were still married. We had to go to those, and it was just like, I don't like these events. They are stressful and draining and boring. Um, isn't that terrible? It sounds terrible of me to say. And in this situation, anyways, I work in a kitchen, right? So I'm around food all the time. But what made this situation particularly anxiety inducing for me was that I actually work alone completely. When I'm in the bakery doing what I do, nobody else is in the building. Nobody. With very, very rare exception. Sometimes when I show up in the evening, on very rare occasion, there might be somebody there catching up on something because there was a special order for someone or some sort of a big project that they really need to work on later than usual, that kind of thing. It does happen, but it's very, very rare. So it's a strange experience to go to one of these social events because I'm like, I know you guys. I see your names, and I've worked in this company long enough that I know who you all are, but I never see you. So I actually don't know you at all, really. So there was that element, but also we work in a kitchen, so it's a big catering company. So I didn't know what to expect as far as food goes, but they brought this huge spread of stuff. And like I said in that previous video, one of the main things that I had to change about my relationship to food was eating consciously. And that I discovered is easy to do when I'm in my home where I live and, by myself, and I have more control over that situation. I can, you know, choose, okay, I need to eat right now. It's a good time for me to eat. And, I can take as long as I need to eat. I can, and I can control the conditions under which I eat. But at a social event like this, I was just like, the sight of all of that food, all of a sudden my stomach just flip-flopped and I was like, I can't even touch it. I knew that it was gonna taste fantastic. I know that the people I work with know their stuff and they make good things. So that wasn't the question. But I got nervous and I didn't eat a single thing because I was scared that I told myself all kinds of stupid things like, if you eat, you're gonna screw up your lipstick and you didn't bring it with you. So don't eat anything. And then I thought, also, if you eat, you're going to eat too much because you're feeling socially awkward. So you're going to do the thing where you just stand there and eat. And once you start, you're not going to be able to stop. You don't want people seeing you like that, do you? So I didn't eat a single thing, even though it was appropriate and provided. I didn't. I drank pop instead. I drank a Coke and I drank ginger ale. I stayed away from the beer. I was good about that. Although that wasn't hard to do, I don't like beer, so that was pretty straightforward. But, you know, that all happened, it's true. I got real anxious and scared and, you know, told myself all kinds of things. It's bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre. But this is the reality of what it's like when you have struggled in this way. There's a lot of fear about falling off the wagon and starting to gain a bunch of weight back. I do not want to. I do not want to. I remember what it was like. I remember everything about it. And I want nothing to do with that ever again. Just because it hurts in so many ways that people don't know unless they've been there. And I just don't want that for myself. So that fear kind of takes over and kind of does the opposite of what used to be the case. What used to be the case is I feel really socially uncomfortable right now. I'm going to have a reason to not speak to anyone because there's going to be food in my mouth. So I will have a reason to kind of just nod politely if somebody is talking to me or something, because I'll have that excuse. It's like having, well, I mean, I suppose it's not that different from having a cigarette or something like that, right? When you're, you know, oh, I can't talk, I'm a drinking. I don't think it's that dissimilar. But I recognize that it's something that I obviously have to deal with, because one day, maybe, I won't have to eat alone all the time because there will be somebody else to eat with. And right now, I just discovered that I'm most comfortable eating alone so that I have the most comfort. And it's hard because I don't want to be antisocial and I don't want to not get to know people, but the anxiety is real and the issues with food are real. So, though I got some very lovely and encouraging comments about that video to do with my weight, I just thought I would make this as a follow-up to say, like, yeah, I got through kind of an obstacle in a way, but it's an ongoing process and I don't have all the answers at all. And whenever I realize just how few answers I actually have, I find it really, really hard to not be impossibly difficult on myself. It's hard. So I have my my Louise Hay deck out, and I figure why not read a card, and it might help us all. I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of to sort of get through this in a healthy kind of way. I'm sorry that I didn't get to taste all the good food. It looked really good, but all the feelings were in my way, and I couldn't. All right, cards, you gonna start talking? There's one. Oh, it's double-sided. Divine right action is guiding me every moment of the day. I know that whatever the outcome is, it is perfect for me and everyone concerned. I trust and know that all is well in my world. Well, I hope so. I hope that you're well and that you're feeling divinely guided and things. I am being perfectly honest when I say that I am unsure about it for myself, but I hope that you are, and I hope that you're doing well with all things in your world. And if not, well, I understand. There's a subscription button there if you'd like to. That would be really kind. And there's a video, of course, down there for you to watch. It means a lot when you do those things, because we're getting closer and closer to application for monetization level 1, which will indeed help me get the heck out of a kitchen. Because as we know, this is my last kitchen job. I'm not doing any more after this one. I'm not supposed to. It's a bad idea. I have a clubfoot. So that's a big reason for this wanting to monetize thing, is to help myself out. So I will see you next time.